Everybody, we're on the Upper West Side, 78th Street and Broadway in Manhattan. To my right is a sign that says La Única Caridad Restaurant, Cuban-Chinese. It's a combination that you've probably not thought to put together in your head as far as food or anything else. But Cuban-Chinese restaurants, there are a lot of them, or were a lot of them in Manhattan. They will have traditional Cuban food like rice and beans, ropa vieja. They'll also have kung pao chicken and wonton soup. And they'll have things that are traditionally Chinese or Chinese American. And sometimes they'll mix the two to create something that you've never ever had before. You don't see a lot of it in New York anymore, and it's one of the things that makes the city, which is so known for its diversity, exactly what it is. So we're gonna head over there now. We're gonna try some of this food. I can't wait. Let's go. ¿Ni会说中国话吗？
我会点讲中文话点点。
Tú hablas español también.
Poquito, yeah.
This is so fascinating.
Yeah.
We are at a Cuban-Chinese restaurant.
Yeah, right.
Clement has worked here for over 30 years.
Yeah, I am full uncle from Cuba, right? They come in over after Cuban communist take over, and they come over United States.
When Castro took over in Cuba, they came here.
Yes.
Okay.
They don't want a communist, that's why.
They didn't want communism.
Right.
Right. Because a lot of Chinese laborers fleeing communism in China went to Cuba to work. Castro took over in Cuba, and so they fled Cuba as well because of the restrictions and because of the communism. And some of them opened restaurants.
Yeah, they opened on 140th Street. So they had one in Bronx before.
Had one in the Bronx.
And they closed down, and then they get old, and they don't want to do anything. They get old.
Now, how did you end up in this restaurant? Did you hear about it from your uncle?
Yeah, they know each other. After I go to school, I'm coming over here working.
Okay, Clement, thank you
You're
for talking to me.
anytime.
I'm going to try some of the food now. What should I get?
You should get roast chicken.
The roast chicken? Yeah.
Come with the rice
Looks
and
good.
bean.
Okay.
What you need, white meat or dummy? You like dummy? Chinese people like dummy.
Is that? I mean, that's true.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you want fried yuca?
I'll have some fried yuca. Can I try some wonton soup?
Okay, wonton is very popular.
I'll try wonton
soup, yeah.
But then I was looking maybe at the General Tso pork chop.
Okay, no problem.
And here we have what is decidedly Chinese influence wonton soup with also some slices of roast pork. You can see this red flecked roast pork here on the outside. And then we've got these nice wonton dumplings, homey filling broth. I'm just gonna bite into it. This wonton filled with pork. The dough on this wonton is incredibly thick. That is a choice that you can make, and that's all I'll say. It's like a thick noodle. Fried plantains, want to eat these before these die. These are going to be not quite as sweet and a bit starchier, a bit firmer than their banana cousins. Plantains are not bananas. They are distinct. And what is so good about fried plantains is that they get those nice caramelized edges around them. You can get that bit, you can really see it. How it gets nice, deep dark brown, and they just taste like sweet, crunchy caramel. The fried plantains are great. I could eat these all the time. What I'm very excited about, yucca, a tuber. Something you're going to find in the ground. This is yucca Y-U-C-A, not Y-U-C-C-A. Different thing. This is yucca, aka cassava. This is a potato-like tuber root vegetable plant, okay? And what this comes with is a fantastic little dish of minced garlic. Love garlic. If I were getting married on my wedding day, my fiance was like, you know, I gotta tell you something. I don't like garlic. I don't eat it. Wedding's off. Runaway bride. This guy. The garlic is just powerful, biting, sort of sweet. There's some oil in here too. It goes well with the fried yuca, which it's like a French fry. It has like almost a vaguely stringy quality too, not in a bad way. But you can even see that it's like a little bit stringy. The fibers of the yuca. It's interesting. It's good. I think it's like probably a better, healthier alternative to French fry. Roast chicken, rice and beans, quarter chicken. Looks like we have a leg and a thigh. Looks very good. It's just sort of swimming in its own gravy there. That's nice. It's sort of like a light, sweet, citrusy taste. It's gonna peel this drumstick right off here. And you can just see like the coloration from, you know, the chicken that has just been sitting in this marinade. Roast chicken, a specialty in Latin America, South America. This is a little more distinctly Cuban. Very good. Chicken is nice and tender. Like Clement said, Chinese people like dark meat, so that is what I had to eat. It's sort of true. If we ever get my grandma on one of these shows, and I hope we do, she will tell you the same thing. She loves dark meat. She's from Hong Kong. You get a fish, she will just like sit there and like gnaw on the head for a while. And she just likes it. But yeah, this roast chicken, very good, traditional Cuban influenced dish. It goes well with this plate of rice and beans. The beans, I was wondering if we were gonna get the black beans or these fatter reddish beans. I like these. These are nice. They plump, they kind of pop in your mouth. They taste strongly of bay leaf, if that is something that you're familiar with. Like a little like eucalyptusy, probably is how I describe the taste of bay leaves. And then this phenomenally radioactive yellow rice. I mean, beans and rice, this is just such a staple. But I was very interested by this General Tso's pork chop. General Tso's chicken invented by Mr. Peng. How do you describe it? Tomato-based, chili-based, tastes vaguely Worcestershire-y, citrusy, like orange chicken, but a little bit darker. Very peppery, very garlicky. And they've done this to pork chops. So I'm just gonna eat a chunk of this with my fingers because I want to. Because I want you all to be mad. I'm using nature's fork, my fingers. It's delicious. I love the sauce. The food is good, the food is cheap, the food is plentiful, but I think more important than the food is what it represents. What it represents to the diversity of the city towards New York, which is in a lot of ways the crossroads of the world. So having places like this and being able to keep them here is very important. It's important to the city, it's important to patronize and to support places like this.
We had our first date here.
Oh.
At that table over there in 1986.
No way.
So you wanted me to be at the carry down, you know where it is? I said, absolutely. And I lived like on 72nd Street, so.
And you said it's a date.
It's a date.
What is it about this place that keeps you coming back?
The food is great. The food is great, and it's a fun atmosphere. Inexpensive. 2 people can eat 1 meal.
And lunch specials like $10.
And they were gonna close, did they tell you? They were
Carry
going
down.
to close, and now they got another lease.
That's so great.
Because we were like, oh no, you
Yeah, that would be
can't
terrible.
leave. And they actually expanded, but I think it was too big for the rent. Rents
Okay.
are astronomical here.
Right.
And for their prices.
You know, a big criticism of Manhattan for Manhattanites and people who don't live here too is it's too expensive. It's a victory when places like La Caridad don't have to leave because they can't afford to be here, because they charge with tax $10 for a lunch special, which is nothing. Dining on a dime. Those of you who give me a hard time about prices, $10, lunch special with tax. I really hope you enjoyed this episode of Dining on a Dime from La Caridad on 78th Street on the Upper West Side. If you'd like to watch more, please click here.